Srimati Bobita Rajkhwa, Director, Assam Tribune Group, Professor Noni Gopal Mohanto, Vice Chancellor, Guwahati University, Sri P.G. Borua, ladies and gentlemen. I have been asked to speak on my dream on Guwahati and Assam. As an individual, I would like to share my dream, but as I am occupying the chair of the Chief Minister of Assam, so let me talk generally about Assam, what we are doing, what we intend to do in next few years, and how Assam has positioned in a national scenario. Before that, let me express my deep appreciation to the Assam Tribune Group for this initiative. And I would also like to congratulate all the recipients of R.G. Borua Memorial Awards. On this occasion, I also pay my tribute to the great social worker and the pioneer of the newspaper industry in Assam, late Radha-Govinda Borua. In Assam's sports and socio-cultural landscape, R.G. Borua had left an indelible imprint. His association with organizations like the Guwahati Sports Association, Assam Football Association, Assam Cricket Association, Nehru Stadium, and others was instrumental in shaping the sporting and cultural landscape of Assam. It was the late R.G. Borua who in 1952 organized the first public Bihu Honmilan in Guwahati, pioneering the celebration of Bihu on stage across Assam. However, his most enduring and significant contribution remains the establishment of the Assam Tribune in 1939, a newspaper that has become an integral part of Assam journalistic and heritage today. While talking about R.G. Borua, the thought that comes to my mind in his resilience, courage, and enterprising skills. He launched the Assam Tribune at a time when there was only a handful of local enterprise and literacy rate in Assam was significantly low. Further, even within a period of 6 years of its launch at Dibrugarh as a weekly, he shifted the newspaper house to Guwahati and converted it into a daily. This speaks volumes about late R.G. Borua's visionary outlook. The younger generation has much to learn from the life and ventures of late R.G. Borua. It is his immense contribution that laid the foundation of a strong and thriving newspaper industry that Assam enjoys today. The newspaper industry in Assam bears a long history and rich legacy. Over the years, newspapers in Assam have documented and shaped the evolution of the Assamese history. Through a rich tapestry of articles and discussion, they have shaped the region's literature, culture, and art. In Assam, literary period have been named after significant publications like Arunodoy, Jonaki, Bahi, Abahat, Jayanti, Ramdhenu. This reflects the profound impact of this publication have had on shaping the cultural and social fabric of Assam. Before India's independence, Assamese newspaper played a crucial role in country's freedom struggle. That they consistently reflected the social, political, and economic landscape of Assam. Chandra Kumar Agarwala set forth the foundation principle of Assamese journalism. He coined the phrase "Swargato Odhik Janambhumi" for his newspaper. the Ahomia capturing a deep sense of patriotism and devotion to the motherland. The Assam Tribune has always carried forward the profound legacy of Assamese journalism. From its very beginning, it has voiced the concern and interest of Assam. While focusing on the problems and hope of the people, it has always maintained a broad national perspective. This approach has become a lasting tradition at the Assam Tribune. During the crucial phase of India's freedom movement, the Assam Tribune played a key role in shaping public opinion. It supported Lokopriya Gopinath Bordoloi in opposing the grouping scheme of the British Cabinet Mission, which aimed to merge Assam with East Pakistan. The Assam Tribune also opposed the land policy of Sadullah government tooth and nail. This policy sought to bring settlers from Mymensingh, Rangpur and other districts of East Bengal to Assam. After independence, the Assam Tribune continued to be the strong advocate for Assam's interest. It supported the establishment of the first public sector oil refinery in Assam. The newspaper also backed the construction of the first bridge over the Brahmaputra. It played a role in introducing legislation to make Assamese the official language of the state. The Assam Tribune addressed issues such as Chinese aggression, the medium agitation, and the war with Pakistan. During the nationwide agitation against foreigners, the newspaper actively worked to protect the interests of Assam and supported wholeheartedly the cause of Assamese people during the period of Assam agitation. The Assam Tribune has earned the trust and respect of its readers due to the objective and neutral stand it has maintained over the years. The criminal case filed by the Sadullah government did not weaken the newspaper's spirit. The vindicative policies of the central and the state government during the emergency in 1975 also failed to diminish its morale. Similarly, censorship and other measures taken against the paper during the Assam agitation period did not affect its strong resolve. Today, I am delighted and proud to have the opportunity to speak about legendary R.G. Borua. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been asked to discuss about the Assam and its growth and the future place of Assam in the Dixit Bharat. Before India's independence, Assam was a prosperous state with a per capita income higher than the national average. However, the partition of India isolated Assam and the northeast prior to independence. Assam had a robust connectivity network that fostered economic growth with the beginning of the state's tea industry. The Brahmaputra River as a mode of riverine communication and the introduction of railways further supported our economic development. After the independence, the region faced various challenges. I would not like to elaborate those challenges, but as I feel, in many cases, the challenges due to various factors, right from the earthquake in 1950, the prolonged period of agitation, militancy, and many people would like to attribute centre's negligence also as a reason for the underdevelopment of Assam. However, when I have taken over the state as a 15th chief minister, I have decided not to look at the past, because analyzing the past and throwing the ball to somebody's cause for your own failure probably is not the best way to deal with the situation. I have started looking at the prospect of Assam, what is at my disposal, and how I can harness all these positive things for the development of Assam. Today, I can proudly stand before you to say that in 2023, when we reflect the last 3-4 years, our state is one among the few states in India that have continued to improve their economies. Assam has registered a growth of 13.9% in terms of GSDP and 12.84% in terms of per capita income in 2023-24, making it one of the top 5 fastest growing states in the country. When we look at the economic survey presented by the Finance Department of the Government of India before the Parliament, you will see that over Assam, there are only 4 states which has registered 12% growth in the fiscal year 2023-24. Irrespective of the volume of the economy, the percentage of growth today Assam has registered in 2023 and 24 is among the top 5 states of our country. Our unemployment rate has decreased from the 8% to 6.1% over the same period. If you look at the landscape of India, in 2020-24, no other state has able to reduce its unemployment rate except Assam. We have reduced our unemployment rate from 8% to 6.1. I am quoting the economic survey of 2023-24. Today, Assam can boast of being one of the most investment-friendly states in the country. We have implemented policies that encourage investment in various sectors. The overall investment in public-private sector, including the country's first semiconductor assembling units, amounts to around 50,000 crores in last 3 years. Tata's investment in the semiconductor industry amounting to 27,000 crores is a significant development that is expected to generate approximately 27,000 direct and indirect employment. Yesterday, when I was about to leave my office, I got another letter from Reliance Industry. They have decided to set up 6 biorefineries in the country, and they have chosen Assam as one of the 6 refineries. They have chosen Assam as one of its destination or as location. The presence of big industrial house, Tata, Reliance, Adani, all this is going to change the landscape of Assam forever. Our goal today is to shift the new generation from job seekers to job creators by focusing a culture of entrepreneurship in the state. Yesterday in our state cabinet, we have approved a very important memorandum of understanding between Dassault System India Private Limited and Government of Assam. As you know, Dassault is a big name in all the future industry, starting from aviation to robotics, AI to electric vehicles. They are going to set up a center of excellence in the Assam Engineering College as a hub, and they will operate 50 colleges in Assam as a spoke with 200 crore investment to set up a center of excellence so that they can attract our youth to the future industries. And these are very, very important milestones. Today, when you go to the polytechnics of Assam, you will see that Tata and government of Assam is working closely with investment of rupees 3,000 crore to transform our polytechnic and ITIs so that we can transfer our human resource for the Industry 4.0 revolution. These changes Assam has never witnessed. Assam was not taught as a powerhouse in country's landscape. We were known for agitation, we were known for flood, and we were known for militancy. However, now if you look at 1 week ago, when Prime Minister Narendra Modi has inaugurated the semiconductor conclave in India, Assam has prominently figured out of 5 locations as one of the most prominent locations. Now Assam is not known for militancy, Assam is not known for internal disturbances. Now Assam is known as one of the fastest growing states of our country. So this impression of Assam was required to be changed long ago. However, we took time. But in today, standing before you, I can say with lot of confidence that today no one in India's landscape wants to remember Assam as a state which is one of the dependent states of country. It now want to see Assam as a contributor state in the country's development. We have developed a particular idea, we have developed a particular mindset of seeking grant from Delhi. Now, what is Delhi? Delhi is a state, is a union of states. Now, when we ask grant from Delhi, basically we ask from whom? We presume that Delhi has a kitty. Now, who is contributing that kitty? Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Maharashtra, they are contributing to the kitties of the nation, and we do agitation here asking the kitty from our sister states. That indirectly we are demanding money from Assam. Now money is coming from where? Assam is not giving money. Money is given by the which state, which contribute, not dependent. Now in a way, indirectly we are asking Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra to contribute for the development of the state. That notion nobody will accept. If you see, in many a times, developed state like Tamil Nadu, Karnataka has now started saying that why our money goes to the other state. In a competitive federalism, those scenarios will emerge. But if Assam is also become a net contributor to the nation's growth, then nobody can accuse Assam of having resources of other states indirectly for the development of Assam. So whenever I go to Delhi and I put up a memorandum from Prime Minister for asking money for the state, I clearly tell him, sir, give me this money now and I will return it back as a contributor state after 10 years. Because I don't want to borrow money from others and not return it after 10 years. I believe in a philosophy that today whatever money central government is sending to Assam, it should be treated as an investment so that we can return that money with interest for the development of nation as days to come. That is the new Assam and that is the new philosophy of Assam. A dependent state doesn't have respect. A state with full of militancy, a state full of internal disturbance doesn't earn respect. But a state which influence in the nation's polity, a state which influence on nation's economy, a state which influence on the cultural and sporting legacy of the country commands respect. So I want to make Assam a state which will be respected by the entire country 10 years from now. That is the way I look at Assam, and that's my ideology and philosophy. Today, Assam has been recognized as a leader in the category A in Government of India's Startup India State Ranking. In this year, we are aimed to become or to make further inroad in various economic indicators of the country. Today, I can proudly tell before you that we are also aligned to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. The latest SDG India Index 2023-24 shows that India's average score for sustainable development has risen from 57 to 71. When we talk about industry investment, we must also remain sensitive to the cause of the downtrodden, poor and poverty. Substantial development goal reflects a state resolve how much you are contributing for the elevation of poverty, how much you are contributing to the nature, how much you are contributing to the health and education. When India has risen from 57 to 71, Assam has also become, for the first time, as front-runner state in the country's journey for achieving sustainable development goal. In 2020 to 2018, Assam was classified as an aspirant state with a score of 49. Today, this year, we become a front-runner state with a score of 65. Over the last 5 years, Assam's score has increased by 16 points, reflecting our commitment to achieve the sustainable development goal. We have also made significant progress in poverty alleviation. Government of India, in the recent survey, it has been told that Assam has lifted 80 lakhs of its people from the cycle of poverty. In the latest multidimensional poverty index, Assam poverty headcount ratio has been dropped dramatically from 36.97% in 2013-14 to 14.47 in 2022-23. As you know, I was part of the students' movement of the country, or more particularly in the state. All along, our grievances was that the nationalized banks do not contribute for the development of the state. During my entire period of youth, our CD ratio remained 32. In spite of lot of effort, lot of agitation over the office of the State Bank of India, CD ratio did not move up. But last 3 years, we have not seen a single dharna, single agitation in front of the State Bank of India. But today our CD ratio has gone up beyond 60%. That's the kind of situation Assam is enjoying today. So I'd like to reassure the esteemed guest here that Assam is poising very, very strongly, resolutely, and I am sure that if the ecosystem remain the same, Assam remain a peaceful state, there is a cooperation, there is a enthusiasm among the youth to build a new Assam. I am sure that in the next 10 years, Assam will become a powerhouse in India's landscape. However, when I am speaking before you, there is a lot of concern also. In the 15 August, the kind of attempt made by Alpha to put a bomb across the state is a matter of deep concern. I think this is a platform from where I will also request Chief of Alpha, Chief Borua, not to indulge in any activity which will jeopardize the future of our youth, the future of our state. We may have a difference, but difference can be solved through negotiation, difference can be solved with many other ways, but no difference can be resolved by creating terror, creating unfriendly activities in my own motherland. We have to secure our own motherland, and then we can think of taking or resolving crisis. In the name of resolving crisis, if we bring crisis to our own home, I think then no state can prosper. That idea should be made clear by each and everyone. In democracy, there will be conflict, there will be clashes of ideas. But whatever may be the conflict, whatever may be the classes of idea, Janani Janmabhumi Sargadapi Goriyosi, we must ensure that Assam is secured, Assam remain peaceful at any cost. The recent outburst of some of the Assam's organization against the non-Assamese community also send a wrong signal outside the Assam. We must know and we must realize today most of the Assam youth remain outside Assam. If you go to the entire country's landscape, whether it is a IT industry, whether it is a tourism industry, all aspirant youth, all the brilliant youths, all the emerging youths, they goes outside the Assam for better livelihood. And I encourage to do so because country is ours. We will go everywhere. And during the COVID period, I had a head count that almost 30 lakhs Assamese people remain outside the Assam. And that was the COVID count. If today we calculate, I am sure that more than 50 lakhs Assamese youth remain outside. Do the similar portion of the non-Assamese people live in Assam? The ratio was different prior to the Assam agitation. But if you today count the ratio, the non-Assamese people remain in Assam, vis-a-vis Assamese people remain outside, the proportion has changed dramatically. Today, India, rest of the India have more Assamese people than Assam has its the share of non-Assamese people. And I must tell you very, very frankly, if Assam indulges a war against the non-Assamese people, then there is a potential of rest of India also indulging war against Assam. Then where our boys will go, where our girls will go, where our engineers will go, I think those things we must remain in mind. Sometimes our intellectual or our people also indulge directly, indirectly in chauvinism. Assam's future is not lies in chauvinism because we will continue to require support from the government of India and various industries. Today, if Reliance has come to India, owner of Reliance is who? If today Tata is coming to India, the owner of Tata is who? When we vent our rain against the non-Assamese, it also sparked them. It also hurt them. When we say that all non-Assamese are bad, that in a way MD Tata is also bad, Ratan Tata is also bad. We must remember that this is not our journey, this is not our fate, this is not our destiny. Once we have our own share of prosperity, we must allow entire people of country to enjoy that prosperity. Today, the way states of Karnataka, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu are allowing our people to enjoy the prosperity, we must also remain open to the idea that when after 20 years, Assam become hub of various industry, obviously people outside Assam has to come because a state will not able to produce that much of engineers, that much of human resources. Today, if semiconductor industry needs at least 300 engineers of a different thematic knowledge. Assam doesn't have even 5 or 4. So if we need the industry, 295 engineers has to come. But if we say, no, our anger is against rickshaw, our anger is against thelawala, not against you, that argument will not cut ice. When in the morning they will see that people are doing protest against the non-Assamese, their heart will also prick. Their body will also get that prick, and they will say that Assam is not a safe place, let me go back. So that kind of scenario we cannot encourage. I use this platform to appeal to our intellectual people, our intellectual class of the people, that this is not the time when Assam is marching towards a different level of economic growth. This is not the time to create a system where our youth generation diverts its energy against the non-Assamese community. Our youth must divert its energy towards education. We must divert our energy for becoming entrepreneurs or to become a big human resource which can contribute for the growth of this nation, growth of this our state. While saying so, no society can live without a culture and without its own legacy. We have to devise our own way to protect our culture and legacy. If we do not talk about Lasit Borfukan, if we do not talk about Saraidew Moidam, nobody will talk about that. Now, if I ask the question, who has stopped us from not talking about Lasit Borfukan in last 400 years? Nobody has stopped us. We have not stopped any Marathi people to speak about Chhatrapati Shivaji. Is there any empirical proof that anybody has stopped Assamese people to talk about Lasit Borfukan? If we have taken time to speak about Lasit Borfukan, it is our own fault. Saraidew Moidam existed from 500 years ago. India attained independence 78 years ago. So if state government has not campaigned for UNESCO Heritage Tag for Saraidew Moidam in last 78 years, you cannot blame it to any non-Assamese people. You have to take the blame on ourselves. Why you took 78 years? Ultimately, when Assam society decided to take up the cause for our heritage, for our culture, India start listening. Once we talk about Lasit Borfukan, now Lasit Borfukan become an important name when anybody talks about Indian history. 1 or 2 important meeting was required. 1 or 2 important conference was required. Nobody has done that. Now you cannot put the blame on some non-Assamese for center's negligence of not talking about Lasit Borfukan. Center will not talk about Lasit Borfukan. We have to speak about our hero. Can anybody say that Atal Bihari Vajpayee has stopped you from talking about Lasit Borfukan? Indira Gandhi has stopped you talking about Lasit Borfukan? We have decided not to speak. When we decided to speak about Lasit Borfukan, it has amplified an entire country. So for our own laziness, for our own decision not to speak about our rich culture and legacy, we cannot put blame on others. We have lot of important legacy. Few days back, I have gone to Sotia. In 20 August 1942, the people of Sotia has hosted the tricolor in the Sotia police station. I have studied the history. Aruna Ashraf Ali, Bhagat Singh, they have hosted the tricolor, but not in a British police station. Probably in the written history, as I tried to study, it was only in Sotia where tricolor was hosted in a British police station. When I mentioned this incident in Delhi among a Assamese crowd, Next day, entire Assamese newspaper has criticized me and says that Himanta Biswa Sarma has brought Guwahati to Sotia. We have memory about Guwahati, but we did not have memory about Sotia. Now, whom to blame? I think we have to be vocal about our culture. We have to be vocal our language. Why we have allowed Borua, Batadraba to this situation today? No civil society will accept your own culture or your own legacy to be destroyed. Today you go to Batadraba. In a landscape of 5 years, if anybody who comes, who doesn't believe in the ideal of Mahapurush Srimanta Shankardeva, and they started putting parallel religious structure, how long Batadraba or Borua can remain intact with the same sensitivity? Now, we should have decided long back that this 5-kilometer radius will be protected. And we have 78,000 square kilometers. If we just would have protected only that 5 kilometers, nobody would have opposed. Nobody would have opposed. Not even a Kottar fundamentalist people also would not have opposed. Okay, you want to secure only 5 kilometers. Let you secure. We will encourage you to secure that 5 kilometers. But it is our own drawbacks that we did such a big agitation. We form our own government, but we did not decide to bring a simple land law that the surroundings up to 5 kilometers of Batadraba, Borpeta, Kamaikha, all these, even Puamokka, will be classified as a 5 kilometer as a protected landscape. Who stopped that? Nobody has stopped that. We have decided not to act. And when we decide to act, we create our own theory from our within. I have a strong view that we have lost 78 years. We need to protect our culture when we'll open our doors and windows for investment, for the economic growth. But we cannot compromise with our culture, we cannot compromise with our legacy. We must remain very, very strong, and we must create the line where we need to be strong and where we need to be liberal. This, if we understand that the line, that this is the area where we will continue to remain strong, and if we also draw the line where we will remain liberal, I think the synthesis once we created, that will protect our land, protect our culture, and also foster the economic growth. I'd like to assure that wherever it is a renewable energy, today, when I still remember, I went to Amguri to inaugurate a solar station of 60 megawatts. There were a lot of discussion that day on the social media that Assam is doing great. We are launching 60 megawatt solar power. Then I Googled and I found Gujarat has already 20,000 plus solar megawatts potentiality they have created. That day I realized, though, I think we have to change the landscape. Today we are working on for setting up 3,000 megawatts of solar power, and I am sure within 2 years everything will be realized. Whether it is a green power, whether it is a new energy, whether it is a electric vehicle, whether it is a aviation industry, whether it is a semiconductor industry, Assam is trying to expand in fingerprint everywhere, and at the same time we are trying to protect our legacy, we are trying to protect our culture. I have been asked to speak about Guwahati in some occasion. Definitely I will also speak to Guwahati, but in one line. For long Guwahati was termed as a gateway of Northeast. We have to change the connotation. Guwahati will be the gateway of Southeast Asia. It cannot be the gateway of the Northeast. Once we decided to talk about that, I think gradually things will be changed, And I am sure with Guwahati, North Guwahati, Beach, Polasbari, Swalkusi, Bridge, I think Guwahati's landscape is going to dramatically change. It is a matter of time. But I see a bright future. I see a bright future from Assam, and I see a bright future for our Assamese community. Thank you very much.